This is the projection method exercise for the museum project. What you see here is the floor plan for a small museum, and we are standing right here. This would be the station point. From the station point, we are looking underneath an archway towards the back wall of corner A. Also from the station point, we have the vanishing lines that are parallel to the floor plan that go up to the picture plane. This will become vanishing point left, and this will become vanishing point right. We have a wall here that bumps out that would show artwork, and we have also a small bench. The X's represent people milling about the space. Looking at the overall page here now, from corner A that touches the picture plane, we bring straight down across this horizon line the true height corner. And I will go ahead and put in the exact size that we need. You will then bring the vanishing points straight down and to where they cross the horizon line, and this will become vanishing point left and vanishing point right. In the bottom half of the drawing, I've already given us the true height corner, the ceiling line, the floor line, the top of the bench, and the bottom of the arch. These points here and here represent the vanishing points. Vanishing point left and vanishing point right. On the floor plan then, I have labeled each of the corner points that we might need to draw. The first are A, B, C, and D. This line becomes E. This line becomes the corner of F. Then we have G. H would be to the left of the door down the hallway, and I would be to the right of the door down the hallway. Corner point A is then on the picture plane, and that's where we get the true height corner in the bottom half of the drawing. B is outside of our vision, way out here and off the page, in fact. So we'll just ignore B. Same thing with C. C's behind us. But D we can project. So from station point through D up to the picture plane, and then we'll draw it down in the bottom half of the drawing. We can then project each of these points, E, F, G, H, and I, all up to the picture plane, and then we'll bring them all down into the bottom half of the drawing. Okay, first we can start with D. D I projected up to the picture plane, and there it is. And now I can bring it down to the drawing below, and I know that it goes only between the two wall lines, between the ceiling and the floor line. I can then do E, oops, again the same thing, I know it stays right in between those two lines. Then I can do all the ones on this wall here. Okay, so here we have, this would be D, E, F, G, H, and I. Now we can go through the vanishing points and out across the drawing through each of these points. On the left wall, I'm going to use the left vanishing point. And I know this is wall D. I know it's coming out at me. I can erase these lines in there then. E, same vanishing point. E is parallel to the wall of DC, so I know it goes to the same vanishing point. Even though I'm going off in a different direction, it still goes to the same vanishing point. Okay? F, it's on the right wall. I'm going to use the right vanishing point. out across the floor. F again, the vanishing point, F, and out across the floor. I could have ended it right here, but I didn't do that. I wasn't thinking. F across here, but I know that this corner right here, where they intersect, is where I need it to be. Right there. Now I can erase this line and this line. Does E do anything else? E becomes part of the table on the floor, I'm sorry, the bench on the floor, but this isn't necessary. G then becomes part of the arch. And I'll end it there this time. I'll go up and I'll end it right there this time. Now these two should align. We're a little off again. And that would be all the way where it crosses D, right there. H. H will be this way. We're looking down the hall. H and I together. Another line that we need would be line, this line right here, we'll call that line J. And only on that back wall, so that would be the two closest lines together right there. Now I can come from vanishing, and I can come out across the floor, and I can go across the ceiling. Right there. Now I can erase what's on the floor and what's on the ceiling there. Another line that we'll also need would be this on the other side of the arch, and then we'll call that K. What we need is the other side of the bench, and we'll draw that up and we'll call that L. Okay, here is line K that we just projected down, and here is line L. Starting with L then, coming out across the floor. This will be the left side of the bench. K is the inside, or this side of the archway. Taking it all the way across. And that should meet that right there. So now when I draw this line vertical, yeah, those meet like that. Let's see, what do we know about the other side of the bench? It comes off of H, so H could continue here. And that's that. So this is actually corner A, this would be B and C of the bench, but we don't have A and D yet. How could we get that? I already have the footprint, so I could plot this actual point. I could plot point A. So if I went from the station point through this corner up to the picture plane, I know you can't see that, and down, this would be the vertical line of the bench, and it crosses the footprint right there. So I'm working backwards basically, and there's the footprint right there.